Yes, indeed. It is called Lothric, where the transitory lands of the Lords of Cinder converge. In venturing north, the pilgrims discover the truth of the old words. The fire fades, and the lords go without thrones. When the link of fire is threatened, the bell tolls, unearthing the old lords of Cinder from their graves. Aldrich, saint of the deep, Farron's undead legion, the Abyss Watchers. And the reclusive lord of the profaned capital. Yon the Giant. Only in truth, the lords will abandon their thrones. And the unkindled will rise. Nameless, accursed undead, unfit even to be cinder. And so it is that ash seeketh embers.
Wasn't that delightful? How's everyone doing today? I'm doing good. Dark Souls 3 came out today, you see, so it's a pretty solid time to be alive overall. Going in, relatively sight unseen. Have seen like maybe 30, 45 minutes of it, so you know, somewhere in the ballpark of less than 1% of the game. Don't know what the best burial gift is, so I'm just gonna take the life ring, because, We're also going to be a knight. We can be all manner of things. We could look absolutely ridiculous with these fellows. Or we could be a pyromancer who's got a sweet coat. Very interesting, since you couldn't start as a pyromancer in Dark Souls 2, so another reason that's the odd game out. But we're just going to start with a knight. Nice, basic, hide behind shield, stab them when they're not stabbing you. You know how it goes. Let's go. And here we are, straight out of our grave in the cemetery of Ash. A delightful place. So I've seen all the tutorial area, obviously. There are, like, 2 actual enemies we're going to encounter soon, and the rest are just like those guys that die in one hit. Complete pushovers, you know. Standard Dark Souls opening area, fanfare, whatever. But we will soon run into a small creature and a large creature that were quite threatening. Probably not much to say gameplay-wise, huh? Like, everyone knows how Dark Souls is at this point. Notable new features. We actually have a decent Estus Flask. Astonishing, I know. We don't have to go around and hunt down the shards to make it less terrible. Later we'll get the option to allot them, because we got 2 Estus now, right? This recovers health, that recovers mana, which is the blue bar, obviously. And we can allot how much we want for each. So we could say, screw mana, just give me nothing but Estus, and that's perfectly fine. Also, the mana, it's not actually mana, they call it like SP or something like that. It's basically mana. But non-magic users can use it as well, because if I were to, as soon as I stab this man, if I were to two-hand my weapon, hold this button, do that, you do a special move that uses some of the mana. And, like, each weapon has its own unique thing, like the axe gives a buff or something like that. I'm not too big into it myself, but I've also played the game for 30 minutes, so you know how it is. Over here, we will find a friend who I'm going to be at full health when I first encounter. Ye olde crystal over here. It's a... oh, hold on there, camera. It's a crystal lizard. If you would be so kind as to cast your mind back to Dark Souls 1 and 2. There were these small, scampering little lizards with a crystal in their back that you'd try to mug before they could disappear so that you would be rewarded with Titanite. This is actually one of those creatures. At least I infer it to be, because the item, it drops an item, and the description of it is like, to paraphrase, oh yeah, these little crystals ate a lot of souls, and they grew to ridiculous proportions, like, i.e., this burly man right here. As you can see, taking us a while to get through these hit points. Generally, I've noticed Dark Souls 3 very much not fucking around, especially in comparison to 1 and 2. Because I've seen like 5 minutes of the area after the tutorial, and without giving too much away, there were some recognizable faces over there that were quite a bit burlier than they were in the past. Oh. Almost. That is a very awkward time for you to stagger, honestly, because I wasn't close enough. It's not too bad. The lot is standard, like, Dark Souls fare. And, I think that's for, magic item reinforcement, though I'm not sure. Because the game came out, like, 2 hours ago. So... oh, also, we're not online right now. Not by choice. Reason being, I could not connect to the server. I'd hazard a guess that that's probably because they're being bombarded right now. But, whatever, it's fine. That just means we won't get invaded by Shrek, like, for a while. Alright, so this is where we're supposed to go. Look at all these delightful mountains over here. Just like a Bob Ross painting. And you look slightly to the right, Hoover Dam. Oh no, just kidding. Sky Fortress. Very striking, very imposing and ominous. And here is Ye Olde Bonfire. So we're trying to get over there, as you may know. And allegedly this is where the Firelink Shrine in Dark Souls 1 was. And it's just like... gone through some heavy renovations. Did not mean to do that, but... so, we're supposed to go, like, over there, but... this is Dark Souls. We poke around, because there's stuff to be found. This is pretty much the only place I'll know where things are. because I was very diligent in spoiling nothing, despite having a very long time to have gotten spoiled, considering the weird release shenanigans that happened with the game. But I've managed to evade most. So, over here, there was one last thing I'm interested in. Oh, they took 2 hits! Oh no, miscalculated. And, oh, sir, calm yourself. Do not need to rush in, there's plenty of time. And over here, parkour, fail. It wasn't very exciting. You know where it is. It just wasn't very exciting, so I'm not going to go back all the way up for it. Do I remember what it was? No. But I remember not being... I was underwhelmed. I had been whelmed more in my life. Alright, so... You may have noticed that this is a boss arena. Very big, very open. Let's just come over here, and I would like your sword, gentleman. Gentleman. And he's none too pleased about us running off with his chest sword. Ludix Gunder, very much just right into a boss. I think he's my favorite of the opening bosses out of all of the games. Because he's a lot more memorable than, say, the Asylum Demon. You'll see why. I won't give it away. But, you know, the Dark Souls 101, large man with weapon wants to hit you. Do not allow him to do so. Not seen him do that before. Now, this I've seen him do before. Fucking Abyss. Venom has come straight out of the Abyss to mess with us. It's not made him terribly much more tanky, but... It's really hard to tell when he's actually attacking, because, like, look at all the shit happening right now. It reminds me a lot of the Centipede Demon, which was just like, oh fuck, why camera? Why are you doing this to me? What did I do to deserve this? And largely the camera's just like, I don't know, fuck you. And he has been. And it's just gone. It's just gone. Easy. No problem. Tutorial successfully bested. We'll venture up here. We'll also encounter... Oh. Also, I'm slightly on fire now, and the thing up in the top left is also slightly on fire. Humanity works differently in Dark Souls 3, because 2 had, like, the gradual decline, and 1 had the humanity stacks and all that. Dark Souls 3, you're either kindled or you're not kindled, and the difference is, like, 20 to 30% of your hit points or something like that. It's just a binary off and on. So, I'm into it, you know. It's much more simple than all the others. Also, you may have noticed that despite being in full plate, I am able to fast roll, which is very nice, because that's always been a problem for me. I'm not one for the fat roll. The big sexy, as I like to call it. And what were you, my friend? Also, that doesn't look safe at all, to be honest with you, does it? This kind of looks like terrain you might not be supposed to walk on. Okay, now, better look at the Sky Fortress. I assume we'll be there at some point. So up yonder, in the tower, is the other enemy that is a threat. He, without giving it away, he has a katana, and when you kill him, he actually drops it, so you can get a katana within, like, 10 minutes of starting the game, which is quite unusual. And, it's what I'm gonna be doing, I think, because I'm a filthy dex scrub. It's how it is. Also, I don't know where, like, all the, like, ledges you can drop on are yet. So, at some point, I'll probably be, japed by a try-jumping sign. When I'm able to connect to the damn servers, that is. Not this way. Not this way. This way. There's a man in a tree somewhere. Where? There he is. Please, give me. Thank you. I'm not even gonna... Don't even want to justify that shield by looking at it, because, like, it's clearly not better than this one. Mine's at least not wood. Okay, so, can you see him? Can you see the outline of the man in question? Here he comes. So... He's very much not fucking around. He reminds me a lot of the NPC hunters from Bloodborne. Very much not fucking around. Very serious individual. Can't really block him either, because he doesn't ting off the sword. He just keeps comboing. But you may have noticed he's basically naked. So he has no poise. So we just gotta touch him once, and it's perfectly fine. That said, there's gonna be some careful to and fro, a little parry, a little riposte, but no actual parrying because I'm bad at that. That tried to do a backstab, I'm pretty sure, and just failed to do it. Come on. Oh, that was definitely trying to do a backstab, but he just, like, had fucked off. I have been hit by this man before. He, hits quite hard. I'm not in the market to get hit, but I have all 3 Estus currently, so at the same time, it's fine. See, look, he just doesn't ting off. He just keeps coming. Oh, do not be this way, sir. Don't show me up in front of all the people. Because you're not that hard. I just don't know exactly what to do yet. Is this a fucking death drop? Oh god, it is. Mm-hmm. That was a close one. You thought I was gonna die, didn't you? No, sir, not today. We're gonna do full deathless. Blind, deathless run. That's what's gonna happen. But aren't you about to die to this samurai right here? No, 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 no. Do not be silly. It is merely a trick of the light. Which is funny, because there's, like, no light around this day and age. I heard an interesting observation about the Dark Souls games the other day, which was that if you are to look at them in terms of, like, saturation or color palette, I forget the exact word that was used, the games kind of follow, like, a flame going out, because Dark Souls 1 is, like, bright orange, Anor Londo and all that. Dark Souls 2 is a little bit more like Twilight. Majula's, like, always in Twilight. And now, everything's gray and ash. So, I have to remember where the button is, because From Software games are often weird with their ports. Can't equip it right yet, needs 16 dex, but that's okay, we'll be able to level up soon. We don't level up at bonfires, we level up, from someone we're about to meet. Also, if you were curious, this door does not open from this side. However, some stuff is going on in there, is it not? We will be there, eventually. For now, let's go around and say hello to the doggy I found here. Because it's Dark Souls games always got the dog. Pretty horrific dogs in this game. Very, you use the ember to kindle yourself, by the way. Very, very, very weird dogs. Very unsettling. You know, Lovecraft, all that. The Abyss. The Abyss seems to have been, busy in the area. Oh, I think I saw the dog. Because we gotta go around and collect everything, of course. Doggy. Yeah, there he is. Oh, look at this man. Look at this fella right here. Mm-hmm. Black hollow eyes. Mm-hmm. And, very unhinged jaw. Also, ragdoll physics are back. Yeah. The dark age of Dark Souls 2's no ragdoll physics is past. Another ember. I think that was everything outside. I don't know. It's a different experience, because I don't know yet. Because, of course, the other games already knew. I knew everything, more or less. Now I don't know anything. Firelink Shrine, and there's Our Lady. Hello.
Welcome to the bonfire, unkindled one. I am a firekeeper.
Hmm?
I tend to the flame, and tend to thee. The lords have left their thrones and must be delivered to them. To this end, I am at thy side.
And now we can level up.
Watch the
So...
darkness within me. Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
I mean, we only just met. This is a little forward. So, 16 decks because I'm a dirty casual, and then I'm going to call it good for now. Or am I? Vigor does HP. Endurance does stamina, of course. What does equip load? Vitality. Uh-huh. I'm going to up my endurance a little bit. Okay. I don't know. I could be fucking it all up. I don't know. We're gonna find out together.
Ashen One, to be unkindled is to be a vessel for souls. Sovereignless souls will become thy strength. I will show thee how. Ashen One, bring me souls plucked from their vessels. Ashen One, to be
Okay.
farewell,
So, remember that coiled sword we picked up from the boss? It's not actually a sword, fun fact. We use it for this. We made our own bonfire. What a monumentous occasion, isn't it? So we can fast travel right now, and in fact we have to get to where we want to go next, which is here. But first, let us poke around. For there are some things of note in the Firelink Shrine. Which are... forgive me, everything connects rather strangely in here, I find. Oh, hark, is that the sound of a smith I hear? It is indeed, and a familiar one. Hello!
Well, I am
Oh, sorry.
I serve at this shrine as a humble smith, forging weapons. You're in search of the Lords of Cinder, I trust. A toilsome journey, I wager. You'll require good arms. Let me smith you weapons. I am a smith, such is my purpose.
It's jolly old Andre from Dark Souls 1. So, here we go. A lot. I will indeed just take more of that. We cannot do anything with you, I believe. Indeed, do not have enough Titanite. That is fine. But he's here.
Prithee, be careful. I don't want to see my work squandered.
I find that line interesting, because if you'll cast your mind back to Dark Souls 1, Andre, when you left, would say, be careful, wouldn't want to see you going hollow. And now he's like, wouldn't want to see my work get squandered. Bit more callous, isn't it?
Pleasure to make thine acquaintance, Ashen One. I am but a humble handmaid of the shrine. Weapons, armor, trinkets, and spells. I've lots of little things to ease the burden of a weary traveler. And yes, I'm undead too, but not so charitable as to give my goods away. Ashen One, fetch souls and bring them to me. As is thy wont? No?
And she sells various items. Do want this key. Opens the door behind the shrine. Very expensive, though. Cannot afford it.
Ashen One, be sure to bring more souls.
Of course, of course. And over yonder, the fan favorite, Crestfallen Warrior.
Ah, another one roused from the sleep of death. Well, you're not alone. We unkindled are worthless. Can't even die right. Gives me conniptions. And they'd have us seek the Lords of Cinder and return them to their moulding thrones. But we're talking true legends, with the metal to link the fire. We're not fit to lick their boots.
Speak for yourself.
Don't you think?
No, I do not. You have fun being depressing. And I don't think there was anything else of note in the Firelink Shrine. Hello, my cat friend, who is also, legally speaking, my property. No, 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 no. Get off the keyboard. Do not be on the keyboard. Don't think there's anything else of note in the Firelink Shrine. At least not that we can do, because of course we can't afford the key. So, we are going to progress to the next area, which is 99% uncharted territory. For me, anyway. Of course, many people have already beaten the game because they got the game early. Oh, those lucky bastards. Travel. High Wall of Lothric. Can't walk there from here. Have to teleport.